much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding another hearing on the topic of privacy. It is a very important topic. As I have said in this committee in the past, I still remain skeptical of the need for Congress to pass privacy legislation, or for that matter, for the FTC to have increased authority to enforce new privacy rules, regulations, or principles on the private sector. It seems to me that neither this committee, nor the FTC, nor the Commerce Department fully understands what consumers' expectations are when it comes to their online privacy. Consumer expectations of privacy can vary based on the particular application they're using or by the general privacy preference of any given individual consumer. It's important that companies have maximum flexibility to work with their customers to ensure their customers' needs and preferences are met, and that the application or service functions as consumers expect. As the recent FTC report correctly points out, companies are already currently competing on privacy and are promoting services as having stronger privacy protections than what is being offered by marketplace rivals, for instance. This is a sign of a healthy, functioning, and competitive market. This type of competition is something that we should be encouraging. Overly restrictive privacy rules and regulations handed down from Washington may threaten this innovation by shifting the incentive to compliance over competition. I don't think anyone desires such a result, which is why I caution my colleagues in the administration to proceed with caution. Proponents of federal privacy legislation and of granting the FTC authority to regulate online activity really should clearly demonstrate the market failure and consumer harm that they seek to address. The benefits of online tracking and data collection are very clear. Facebook is free, Gmail is free, Google Maps is free. There are thousands of mobile device applications that are free. It's often said that information is the currency of the Internet. A detailed cost-benefit analysis of a do-not-track regulation or other new privacy rules would better inform our discussion, but to my knowledge, one has not been completed. We need to fully understand the impact these proposals will have on the marketplace and the many online services consumers have come to expect for free or at a minimal cost. Less information available is very likely to result in fewer free online services and an increase in paywalls. I think it's irresponsible for the federal government to require companies to radically alter a successful business model that's provided many consumer benefits without knowing all the facts first. I also question whether specific consumer harms currently occurring in the marketplace cannot be addressed under the FTC's current statutory authority. Section 5 of the FTC Act grants the Commission broad authority to investigate unfair or deceptive acts or practices, and the Commission has brought enforcement actions using this authority. In fact, the Commission highlights a number of these enforcement actions in the beginning of its recently released report. When the Commission sees what it believes to be unfair or deceptive practices, it has acted. Just yesterday, it was reported that the FTC and MySpace reached a privacy settlement that will subject the company to biannual privacy assessments for the next 20 years. In addition, Google and Facebook recently entered into consent decrees that subject the companies to outside audits for 2 decades. I have not yet heard a persuasive argument as to why the FTC needs even greater authority. And lastly, I find it interesting that the Commission seems very concerned about consumer trust in the private sector. Consumer trust is very, very important. But there's no one for whom it's more important than the company that's hoping to attract and maintain customers. So I think trust in the marketplace is something that the marketplace tends to sort out pretty well. Companies in all sectors of the economy have a powerful interest in building a strong, trusting relationship with their customers. If consumers don't trust company A, they quickly flee to company B. In the online space, this incentive is even stronger. The Internet has made leaving one company or service provider for another very easy, can often be done at little or no cost. As one major online company likes to say, the Internet is where, quote, competition is one click away, end quote. While this is an important topic and certainly worthy of our consideration, I do think it's premature to begin discussing specific legislative fixes or increased FTC authority when we don't fully know whether or not and to what extent the problem exists. I look forward to hearing from our witness today. I thank them for coming, and I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Senator Toomey, and I call now on the